Let's dive in. Imagine your car's engine as a person. It breathes in air and fuel, combusts, and needs to exhale exhaust gases quickly. The standard exhaust manifold, a heavy chunk of cast iron, collects gases from each cylinder and funnels them out. It's built for cost and quiet, not performance. Enthusiasts see this as a bottleneck, like exhaling through a straw after a sprint. The design causes exhaust gases to collide, creating back pressure that saps power. Enter Header's aftermarket replacements made from individual steel tubes, one for each cylinder. Each tube gives exhaust gases a smoother, more direct path out, reducing back pressure. Think of it as upgrading from a crowded road to a multi-lane highway for your engine's exhale. Headers let the engine breathe easier, unlocking more power and a better sound. They're a fundamental first step for anyone serious about tuning. By swapping the restrictive manifold for engineered pipes, you unleash the engine's potential. That's why headers are so popular. They promise more power, a better sound, and a more responsive engine. It's about letting your engine finally show what it's really capable of. Not all headers are the same. There are shorty headers and long tube headers. Shorty headers are easy upgrades, but still a compromise, like a slightly wider straw. Long tube headers are the real game changer. Each primary tube is much longer, staying separate before merging in a collector. This design times exhaust pulses perfectly, creating a vacuum that helps pull out spent gases and draw in fresh air fuel. It's called scavenging, and it turns the exhaust into an active part of the engine's breathing. Shorty headers are simple improvements. Long tubes are a radical redesign for maximum performance. They require more space and installation effort, but the payoff is significant. Long tube headers use exhaust dynamics to boost power across a wider RPM range. So, what do you get with long tube headers? More power, noticeable, not just on paper. By improving exhaust flow, you free up horsepower and torque, especially in the mid to high RPM range. The power band broadens, and torque increases in the low and mid-range, making your car feel more responsive. The engine feels stronger throughout its rev range, and then there's the sound. Long tube headers amplify the engine's natural voice, giving a deeper, more aggressive exhaust note. For many, that's half the appeal. Your car sounds like it means business. Each engine's unique tone is amplified, transforming your driving experience. There's even a potential bonus: improved fuel efficiency, since the engine works less to expel exhaust. Drive gently, and you might use a bit less fuel on the highway. It's a small perk, but a nice one. More power, more noise, perfect for the track or spirited weekend drives. On the track, every horsepower counts, and long tube headers deliver. But for daily drivers, most time is spent in traffic or at low speeds, where the benefits are barely used. The aggressive exhaust note can become tiring on long drives and annoying in quiet neighborhoods. What's thrilling on a racetrack can be a headache on the school run. For most, the standard manifold is quieter, more reliable, and better for daily comfort. Long tube headers shift your car's character toward performance, sometimes at the expense of everyday usability. Be honest about how you use your car before making the leap. Before you buy, consider the downsides. Quality long tube headers are expensive, and installation is complex, often requiring professional help. Legal issues are big headers often mean relocating or removing catalytic converters, which is illegal in many places and will fail emissions tests. Oxygen sensor issues can trigger check engine lights and more headaches. Noise regulations are strict. A loud exhaust can attract fines and unwanted police attention. Headers radiate more heat, risking damage to nearby components without proper shielding. These complications add cost and complexity. For track cars or weekend toys, the performance gains are worth it. But for daily drivers, the trade-offs in comfort, legality, and cost often outweigh the benefits. Sometimes a simpler upgrade is the smarter choice.